imagine this. You're in the car with your homies and the popular song by YG comes on. Now, are you rapping the lyrics out loud or are you switching the song? If you're rapping the lyrics with the volume turned all the way up, I'm gonna have to assume that you're black. Or are you? If you're not, let me guess. Your black friend gave you an impasse, right? Whatever your reasoning behind using the N-word is, I'm hoping that by the end of this video, you understand that using the N-word is not the flex that you think it is. But before we get into that, make sure that you go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, okay? And don't forget to turn on that post notification bell so that you can be notified of more videos like this. My name is Tandy. Now let's get into it as I do my makeup, because I know every now and then I like to sprinkle one of these in there for you.
Okay, so I have like an actual question and I know it's gonna raise a lot of...
Okay, I'm gonna put this in the most simplest way as I possibly can. Let's say white people had this toy and it was a raggedy, ugly, disgusting toy, okay? And they gave the toy to black people. Black people didn't ask for the toy. No, ma'am. It was just put on us. So instead of getting angry about it, you know, we fixed that motherfucker up. Like Woody from Toy Story when he got all clean, you feel me? You know, when the toy was all nice and we know what it meant between our community, we tried to keep it within our community because we're the ones who fixed that motherfucker up. So white people saw that the toy was all nice and shiny now and was like, well, give me back. And when black people said no, now, well, if I can't use it, no one can. It's the entitlement for me.
No, but for real though. I mean, that was a perfect analogy as to the argument behind non-black people as to why they want to use the N-word. It's just like, okay, so you oppressed us with it. We flipped it and reversed it, made it into something cool thing, because let's be quite honest here, okay? Black people make everything cool, but now that we've made it cool, now you want to take it back? It's giving colonizer vibes, okay? Like, it's giving big colonizer energy for sure. But I think it's safe to say that we all know that one non-black person who just insists on using the N-word, right?
Yo, non-black people and other people of color be like, I can say because I grew up in the hood. Wait. Pause. So growing up in the hood gave you validation to say the N-word, right? Well, wake up call. There's no such thing as an impasse. And then y'all be like, well, it's in a song so I can say it. Well, let me educate you on something real quick. When black people say it, we use it as a colloquialism, meaning we use it as a term of endearment, like brother, towards each other. That also means we took a derogatory word and turned it into something positive. And then y'all be like, well, y'all can say it, so can I. And that very thing right there should show you that everything black people do, y'all want to tag along and follow. And I also want to say this, poverty is not a culture. So that shouldn't validate you saying the N-word. Because when y'all say it, there's a double meaning. And if you think poverty and black culture is the same thing, your racism is showing. Educate yourself.
Hello? I mean, where is the lie? Like, that was so well put together, because I cannot stand whenever you have somebody who is obviously not black, and their immediate defense as to why they have the certain mannerisms that they do, or why they are choosing, in this case, to say the N-word. It's like, oh, well, you know, I grew up in the hood, or, you know, I grew up around black culture, so, you know, that's just where I fit in. I identify more with black culture than, you know, my own culture, whatever said culture is. And it's just like, that's cool, you know, that you fit in, or you feel like you fit into black spaces, but that doesn't make you black. Let's get that one thing out of the way. Okay, I think it's insulting, especially to a community of people who are literally telling you, like, in that specific moment, I'm talking about those types of instances where in that moment people are telling you, hey, you know, just corrective action, like, hey, you know, when you're around us, just don't say it. And then people get in defense mode over that. I think it says a lot about you. Like, why are you so pressed to say this word? You feel me? Like, I don't know, am I making sense to y'all? Comment down below if you feel what I'm saying. To me, it just screams that, you know, your ancestors are showing. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, I am just really glad that this gentleman said the quiet part out loud, because it needed to be said. And to go more specific into what this creator was saying, I really can't stand it whenever I hear non-black people say that, oh, well, I have an impasse. What the hell is an impasse? Who spoke for the collective black community and said that you, of all people, were able to say the N-word? I need to know who gave you such privileges. The whole idea of an impasse is just stupid. Like, it's comical to me. You could never have an impasse because an impasse just does not exist. But what's crazy though is that it's not even just regular people who are out here handing out impasses. It's actually some of your favorite celebrities. Peep game.
Black celebrities who gave white people the N-word pass. First up, we got Marlon Wayans, who gave Eminem the N-word pass during one of his stand-up specials.
Because here's the thing, there's only one white boy that got a universal pass, and that is Eminem. You know why?
Next up, we got DDG, who gave Aiden Ross the N-word pass on a live stream.
You're black, Aiden.
Wait, really?
You're part black.
Really?
I only carry a couple of these around. I don't give it to everybody, so be careful. It's your N-word card, your pass. Don't overuse it.
Rich Homie Quan gives out N-word passes to people rapping along to his songs, and once claimed that he doesn't even think racism still exists. Lastly, we got famous YouTuber Jadon, who has made 3 YouTube videos where he gives strangers the N-word pass.
So again, like, I want to know who the hell delegated that people like Rich Homie Quan and DDG could give out impasses. I need to know, because I feel like I did not vote for that. My vote was not asked. I did not get to cast on that ballot. I am a little bit appalled. To say the least, I am side-eyeing everybody on that entire list. Like, if you're not black, I just don't want to hear you say the N-word. Period.
Now, did I ever say that because of my personal opinion, saying the N-word to a song all of a sudden isn't offensive anymore and people should go out and say it? No! I know some black people find it offensive, and it is offensive. I am not denying the fact that it is offensive. I just think personally that it shouldn't be offensive. First of all, hip-hop is a worldwide thing. Second of all, I'm allowed to have an opinion on anything I want.
This is gonna be a bit of a hot take, and before you get too excited, do not worry, I don't agree with her. And I don't think this should be a hot take. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but just hear me out, okay? People only say and have takes like this, I've noticed, as it pertains to Black American culture. Black culture is supposed to just be shared and explored and welcomed by everybody. Quite honestly, I don't understand why people are so obsessed, like borderline obsessed with this debate about the N-word. Just like I have lingo and things that I only discuss and say among my sisters, you talk to my sister the way that I talk to my sister, you're gonna have to see me first. It's the same thing with black culture. But I've noticed that like people are quite literally so used to dehumanizing, stealing from, and dismissing black people specifically that this is the result of it. And I really need people to seriously unpack, deeply unpack why this conversation to this day still takes place. Black women created the natural hair movement and suddenly it was for everybody else. This is the same thing that happened when AAVE became TikTok lingo. I just noticed this weird one-sided exchange where like I'm supposed to share everything I have with everybody else, but it's never reciprocated. My culture, my clothing, my language, my hair, literally every part of blackness for whatever reason has to be shared with everybody. And I don't understand. I truly don't understand why. Notice how black people don't ever have these conversations about y'all stuff. And I don't know who that lady is, no shade, but I made this video because there are a lot of people who feel exactly the same way she does and are very loud and proud about it. And at this point, you don't care about the reason why black people don't like hearing y'all rap, sing, or say the N-word in general in any context. I feel like some of y'all just don't like being told no. And the moment someone tells you, actually, can you please not do that? It like psychologically makes you want to do it more. And that's very strange. Also, before anybody brings up the whole, well, the context, if you're not black, I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to hear from you. Please stop. The N-word has never been weaponized against you. I don't want to hear you dumbing down or mansplaining what it means to me. I'm hearing a lot of niggas, but I'm not seeing any niggas. And everything is not for you.
Child, she ate and left no crumbs in typical Jackie fashion, all right? Like, you know, I love a good read, especially when you look good while reading somebody, okay? Unmatched. If you're somebody who is not black and you just insist on being able to say the N-word, like, you have to seriously unpack. Why are you so pressed And when somebody black tells you that they don't want you to do it and you still want to do it, there's a deeper issue here. You feel me? Like, we need to unpack this, sweetie. To be honest, okay, and this is the kind of a controversial take. I'm about to contradict myself here for a little bit, but let me cook. I really feel like nobody should be saying it. I mean, on one hand, I feel like, you know, we should just be able to continue reclaiming the word. On one hand, I feel that way. On the other hand, I feel like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a slur. So whether we're saying it in a colloquial way, it's still a slur. So maybe we shouldn't say it either. Part of me feels that way, honestly. So with that being said, like, I've taken steps personally, and this is just my personal journey, okay? I do not speak for the Black collective. I can only really speak for myself. And I know I've tried on my, you know, feminine journey, I've been trying to not curse as much as I used to. And with that comes not saying the N-word. And I've been trying to use the word ninja instead. So like, it's, to be honest, it's a lot easier to do when like I'm texting or writing something or another, but I ain't gonna hold y'all. My vernacular game, there might be a nig to slip out every now and then. You feel me? It's liable to happen. I'm still a work in progress, okay? We done gave y'all literally the sweat, blood, and tears of our ancestors, okay? We literally helped build this country from the ground up. We've shared our hairstyles. We've shared our vernacular. Like, the one thing that we ask that you just don't take away from us is just not to say the N-word. Don't say this one word. And that's a problem. Side eye, okay? Side eye. Honestly, when you really think about it in the grand scheme of things, none of us really should be saying it. Comment your thoughts on that below. I'm interested to see how everyone else feels. I mean, but at this point, I don't know. I really don't care if someone says it or not. Someone non-black, that is. Like, if they say it or not, I'm just at the point where it's like, okay. That's the route you want to go? Then you must suffer the consequences that come with it, right?
You have African-American rappers saying N-word this and N-word that, but a Caucasian can't.
So say it.
Say what?
Say the word you want to say.
I'm not saying that I want to say it. I'm just saying that I can't.
Sure you can. Say it. Say it right now. I will say it with you.
Okay, this is hypocritical. You know we can't.
Sure you can. This is America. Both of you. Say it.
All right, I think we can move on.
Why? Why move on when you want to say it? Both of you want to say it. Huh? All together, everybody.
All together, everybody. That was the funniest clip, I think, hands down, in this entire video. Comment down below if you feel the same. I mean, at this point, I think it's obvious that black people don't want non-black people using the N-word. Point blank, period, right? It's obvious that the word is offensive to the black community. I mean, I know that nobody can make anybody say or not say, in this case, anything. But I think this is one of those cases of like, all right, do what you do. Like, F around and find out. It's like one of those type of things. Like, you can't expect to participate in offensive behaviors and not reap the consequences that come with it. Am I making sense? So like, all in all, please, like, just understand that when you as a non-black person use the N-word, you are not absolved from consequence, okay? Now I'm gonna leave this next video here on the screen. Take it how it resonates.
You better give me some fucking
Cause I ain't the one. Gone.
Okay, you guys, that is the end of this video. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you truly are the real MVP, okay? Give yourself a round of applause. Leave your thoughts and opinions on this topic below. After watching this video, I really want to know how you feel about the use of the N-word. Hopefully by now you understand why using it is not the flex that you think it is. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, but make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, okay? And turn on that post notification bell so that you can be notified of more great content like this. I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.